Tonight, we have the honor to present to you a marquee matchup as the PIAA playoff race heats up. From Walt Snyder Stadium, it's the North Penn Knights taking on the Council Rock North Indians. Welcome to the booth. I'm Ethan Whitney, joined alongside Harrison Eshelman. Today's contest is one of utmost importance for both squads. North Penn is trying to break a long-standing curse upon their men's lacrosse team. They entered today's game with the playoffs in striking distance, but it's been a rough go of things for the Knights as of late, losing 4 of their last 6 games. Their opponent is the home team, Council Rock North, fresh off an electrifying 16-6 win on senior night, which you can rewatch on the Rally Sports Network. Tonight is the second game of the team's 4-game home stretch as they look to push for the playoffs. The school that has been a standard of success in the PIAA for the last 5 seasons, they're looking to remind the league who they are with what would be their second straight win tonight. Once again, joining me is Harrison Eshelman. And Harrison, the Council Rock North team we saw just the other day looked like an entirely different squad than we saw against Council Rock South. I mean, take me through just how impressive that rebound was.
Yeah, I mean, their performance on Monday was just outstanding, like pretty much flawless. Like there was nothing really else I can say about it besides it was awesome. It was just a great game to watch for them, especially coming off a week of no practice, like an even week. And
Absolutely.
They played better than they ever have before this season.
Each of these teams, like you mentioned, such an important matchup for the both. North Penn trying to make the playoffs for what would be the first time since 2018. They've had losing seasons each of the last 5 years, except for 2020, which was the COVID year where no games were played. And Council Rock North, they've had 10 wins in 4 of the last 5 seasons. Like we said, they have been one of the standards of success in the PIAA for the last 5+ years, and what it was a great start to the season, going 4-0. Obviously, it hasn't been too great for them as of late, but that win that we saw on senior night, 16-6, going down 2-0, and then scoring, I believe it was 11 straight goals. This is the team with a fire lit under them, so much on the line. You have 4 straight home games. It feels like if they can get another win tonight, the cards are all falling in the direction.
Yeah, I mean, I think if they can get another win tonight, get that flow going, I think they might be unstoppable.
For North Penn, though, obviously the factor for these guys, they know that they're playing for something that would be truly special for their school. Like we mentioned, they have been far from a successful crew these last 5 or 6 years. So 7 wins is already the second most they've had since 2018, other than a 9-9 season a year ago, or 2 years ago, rather. So we'll be right back for the start of this game. Assuming we are getting the start of this game, my apologies. It is the North Penn Knights 7-5 against the Council Rock North Indians, looking to get their second straight win. We're ready in the booth as they get set for the opening face-off. Council Rock North started slow in their last matchup, going down 2-0 very early, but after that it was just about as dominant as it gets in this league. So we are underway here from Council Rock North. North Penn going to win the face-off. We will try to credit them as well as we can. We are not in possession of a North Penn roster. So like we mentioned, we will do our best. We obviously thank you for sticking with us. So North Penn shuffling some guys on and off, as is North, as you see early in these games. Another great day for lacrosse. Very hot outside. Sun is out. 5:30 game as opposed to 7 on Monday. So a tight schedule for these guys, but see if they're up to the task. 13, that is, just jogging behind the net. Now he's looking across the middle. Can't find anything. Flips it towards the middle. The shot, no good. Good save early. The rebound is dangerous, but he'll eventually cover it up. Not a bad chance early for the Knights, but another great save. Not the same goalie we saw on Monday. This is number 20, Jason Boyd. So he's well rested. But now North taking it down the other way, trying to get the early lead. Klein passes it behind the net. This one back out, and they'll flip it over to Dudley. We've got a whistle. Not quite sure what's going on. Harrison, any idea?
Only thing I can think of is they didn't get a touch in the box. If they're gonna turn it over here, but
no one's moving. That's the confusion.
Yeah.
Might have been a problem with the ball, maybe, because I believe they did just. I believe it was a problem with the ball.
Yeah.
Confused as to what it could have been, as we haven't really seen. We've only seen one shot. regardless, we're back to play. Dudley over to Schaefer. Now it's behind the net for the other Wellwood, Ben Wellwood. Each of them had incredible performances on senior night, and they're just playing ring around the rosy. Klein with it, looking to set something up. He is such a unsung hero on this offense. He is incredible at what he does. There's a lot of guys like that. Once again, 251, so we'll try our best to figure out who's who. Wellwood taking it around, trying to find some space across the middle. Now he sends this outside. Nice spin move. He's got some space. He takes the shot, and he sails it. It was a great move by number 50, Billy McBride, but he couldn't put the ball where he needed to get it. But Harrison, he had the North Penn defender there stumbling. More discussion on the field here from the referees. I believe something from off the field might have come on. I'm not really sure.
I think those end line balls were a little too far forward, I guess.
Nice. Ref kicking them back.
Yeah.
Back to action again. This one over to Schaefer. He centers it. And they'll reset. Behind the net has been a great area of attack for North all season long. But last time they played, they were getting him everywhere. McBride looking to redeem himself. Another nice spin move. Excuse me, this is Dudley. Trying to find any room he can. He'll just flip it out to Schaefer at the 30-yard line. Now they're moving. Makes a move. Fires the shot. And he's got it! And with that goal, it's 1-0 Indians. They take the early lead. I believe that was Chase Klein.
That was a great shot.
Absolutely.
It was right, bounced under.
Got just the amount of space that he needed. And he gives North the 1-0 advantage here in the first quarter.
Wrightstown Health and Fitness prides itself on listening to your health goals and concerns because you know your body best. We offer personal training, massage therapy, facials, yoga, and mat Pilates classes. What's more, we work alongside an alliance of other health and wellness providers that include nutrition counseling, chiropractic, physical therapy, acupuncture, aesthetics, and so much more. Stop in or visit wrightstownhealthandfitness.com to learn how we can fit into your lifestyle today.
North gets it on the face-off, and thank you to Wrightstown Health and Fitness for making these broadcasts possible. If you tuned in last night, you know me and Harrison had a great time. Quite the conversation at half.
Last night, 2 nights ago.
Oh, 2 nights ago. Excuse me. You're right.
Losing the time.
We've got one more broadcast on the schedule for this week. It is the Women's Lacrosse Senior Night. I would definitely tune into that one. That is a team looking to do some damage in this season's playoffs. Each of these lacrosse teams are, as they have I believe the meeting for the seeding for the playoffs is Saturday, I believe. But North trying to get their second. Ball in the hands of Nick Tupolovich. Now it's behind the net to Wellwood. They're just sending it around. Everyone gets a touch here. Now it's out to number 10, Evan Salvucci. And looks like he's going to take this behind the net. Klein's there waiting for him. He gets his screen. Has some space. See if he shoots. He loses his balance. Good defense from North Penn. Impressive handle to keep that on. Like you mentioned there, Harrison, aggressive defense from the Knights, but an impressive handle to just maintain possession. Trying to take it around the net. More good defense from the Knights. Now it's back out to Salvucci, so the cycle continues. Salvucci makes a nice move, trying to find some space. His defender doing a good job sticking with him. Now it's behind the net once more. Wellwood out to Klein. He thinks about shooting. Now moves towards the middle. He's already got one tonight. Believe he might have lost that ball. It's being fought for along the 15-yard line. It's a scrimmage.
Ooh.
North Penn can't locate it. Now it's right up for Klein. Believe he might have lost possession, but somehow this ball finds the back of the net. Chase Klein, his best Houdini impression, and it's 2-0 North. Council Rock North, but forgot these teams are both North. I don't think that's exactly how he envisioned that one going in there, Harrison, but goal's a goal.
Yeah, I mean, playing a little bit of soccer to go in there.
Right. I mean, it didn't look like he could believe it. There was a defender on North Penn, like we said, we don't have the names, but he had a chance to grab it, just couldn't quite get it in his stick. So it goes to Council Rock North. But now North Penn going to get their first possession since the save on the first possession of the game. So 7.5 minutes left to go. North dominating these last 3 minutes. They have a 1-0 lead or 2-0 lead to show for it. North Penn gets oriented for this drive. Makes a nice move. He's got some space. Flips this to the near side. Now it's behind the net. North's defense has to recalibrate. Making a nice move, moving towards the middle. Can he get the shot off? No, it's a strip sack. As if we're watching football here. We've seen a lot of issues controlling the ball, and here's another one. North trying to get it out of their own zone. This is a dangerous ball. Nobody's got it. It's up in the air. North Penn somehow comes away with it, and then they lose it, being fought for along the near side 20. And now gets poked again. No one can find it. And it kicks out to the Knights. And now they've got a dangerous opportunity. But a good job by North. There was a time in there was essentially a one-on-one if the Knights would have been able to get it. So, be it intentional or not, they were able to stall. Pretty good crowd here, Walt Snyder Stadium for 5:30 on a Tuesday. Or Wednesday. Is it Tuesday or Wednesday?
Wednesday.
It's
Man,
Wednesday.
you're really losing your
my,
day of the week.
My whole sense of time is way off. This pass, a centering one, can't quite get there. Now it's way up in the air. This is a chaotic start to the game. I mean, there's been a lot more airtime for this ball than I think we anticipated here. 6 minutes in. But the dust finally settles once more, and it's back to North Penn. Trying to find a move, get them on the board. North's defense was exceptional against Holy Ghost, and they've been great tonight. Nice spin move. He's got a room across the middle. Does he get the shot off the centering pass? And he's got it! What a pass! Setting up his teammate perfectly, and the North Penn Knights are on the board 2-1. And Harrison, just a beautiful pass there. Does not get much better than that.
Yeah, it was just a great pass to the crease.
Goalie ends up getting left with a one-on-one.
Delaire Auto Body and Service Center, a family-owned business serving Northeast Philadelphia for 40 years. They can handle your automotive needs from state inspection to collision repair and insurance claims. Their friendly team is always available to assist you. Reach out to them at 215-632-4780 or delaire.auto@verizon.net.
And thank you so much to Del Air Auto Body. Once again, all of our sponsors making this possible. Dress to the Nines Consign, best spot in Newtown for your best resale clothing, located at 9 North State Street. Reach out to them on Instagram or go in person. A great group of people over there. Man, if you've seen the ad, you know we had a ball. It was me, Mike, and Jaden. It was a great time. But now North Penn looking to tie this up. They have not put the goal on the scoreboard yet. I don't think they called it off. I think this might just be a delay. Here's another centering pass. Never finds its target. And yeah, I believe... Yeah, okay, and now it is on the scoreboard. Sad. Didn't see a reason for it to be called off. But now back to Council Rock North. Like you mentioned, North, in a very weird set of scheduling, has 3 or 4 straight home games, this being the second of 4. That is not something you'll see often. And now this is a dangerous ball. The goalie's got to backtrack. One-on-one. Can he get it? Yes, he can! And a lapse on the defensive end for the Indians makes it 2-2, and that's just too easy for the North Penn Knights. And it's always risky. We talked about this against Ghost, Harrison. When the goalie steps that far outside the net, he had to backtrack. And by the time he was there, defense, it is essentially a penalty shot.
Yeah, I mean, the clears are really crucial.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to succeed in those.
That is a messy aspect of high school sports in Collins. These things you wouldn't even think about, just so difficult when there's so much pressure in your face. So now we're all tied up. And North Penn seizing the momentum. They've got the face-off again. He's going to center this one. He just can't get it. That would have been an easy third goal, and the goalie going to clear this or get that ball. It was a dangerous one for a minute. This one bobbled. He needs to get that one. Surrounded by Knights.
Ooh.
Lowers the shoulder for a moment. It's a 3-on-1. That was 22 James Reynolds just coming in to try to shove him out of the way. It didn't matter. So North Penn in full control of the last 4 minutes. More so 3. This one stripped from them. Fighting for it along the far side 20. It has been such a messy start to this game possession-wise. North Penn somehow gonna keep this one. Got a chance to take the lead. Makes a move. He's got space across the middle. He rips the shot. It's a nice save. That ball a dangerous one. It's cleared by Dudley. And I wouldn't aim for that low area on the goalies for Council Rock North. A very hard shot to make. And he just rips that one from the 30.
I think I would have done the same. Goalie was standing a good 10 yards out.
He was. That was an interesting, I guess, setup. Ben Wellwood was open. That would have been a very difficult pass. But yeah, it might look like a silly shot. I don't know if we got it on our camera. The goalie was a good 10 yards outside of the net. But back out to North Penn. 2-2 looking to take their first lead of the game. Hard to believe with this amount of sun that it is 5:40. It's a great day out here from Council Rock North. Here's a centering pass. Does it get there? Yes, it does, but the shot is wide. And North Penn, renowned for their hockey team, coming off a state championship, almost playing this game like one, just getting it behind the net, just flipping it, trying to get the centering pass. They have not gone for these longer shots that we see Council Rock North go for so often. That is a testament to the great shooters on Council Rock North. This pass just right through them. North just struggling to get possessions here. And that's when the aftermath of ripping that shot, which was when the goalie was about 10 yards outside the net, while it wasn't a bad shot particularly, maybe you would have preferred the sustained possession. As North is extremely good at what North Penn is doing right now is when they get the ball in the offensive zone, it is not hard, or not easy rather, to take that away from them. He's got some space along the near side. This one a centering pass, and he just quite couldn't corral it. Tongue twister there. He knew he might have had it. Now they're fighting for it again. So many of these messy skirmishes, or dog piles. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but nonetheless.
Scrimmages? Maybe?
Scrimmage is just a game.
I don't know.
That's not the word I'm looking for. Regardless, North has it. Their first possession in a couple of minutes here. That's 50 Billy McBride. He's already shown off that spin move a couple times today. He's got it well behind the net. He's got to get this back out to somebody, and he'll find Ryan Schaefer, the senior, has to juke out the referee. Back out to Klein. And now trying to set up their offense. .25 with it now, gives it to Klein. Klein maybe doesn't show up in the box score all too often, but he is a great ball handler for this team, like I alluded to earlier. Now to Wellwood, the sophomore, if you'd believe it. He's got some room to work with. He'll use it. Makes a move, looking for the shot. Centering pass. Wellwood couldn't grab it. Some passionate screaming here from the crowd. Don't know if we're catching that. But Ben Wellwood just couldn't quite get his stick to that ball. That would have been a dangerous opportunity. This one over the Knights' head. It's going out of bounds. Now
30 seconds left.
A hit, yeah, not much time left as well. It was a hit along the north benches.
This is a running clock. It's not stopping.
I believe that may have just been a scoreboard error. This one intercepted. North's got a chance to get one more shot off before the quarter ends. Wasting no time. He circles back around looking for anybody. Clock at 17. See what he does here. Clock at 12. They want the last shot. Dudley's got it. He rips it, and it's too high. Clock at 6.8. So it won't be easy getting another shot off here, but more than possible. See what they got. Ben Wellwood, clock at 4. Can he get the shot off? He can, and again, it's too high. And that will do it. We saw some fireworks here early from Walt Snyder Stadium. It's 2-2, and we're back for the second quarter.
At Dress to the Nines, you can get a wonderful bag like these in the spring.
Here at Dress to the Nines Consign, you can get wonderful shoes like Jimmy Choo, London, elegant. I might wear it myself.
As the president of the freshman class of Council Rock North, this is the best resale clothing you can get in Newtown.
Come down to Dress the Nines.
As the freshman president of the... No, why am I... As the president...
Driving a car is all fun and games until your car breaks down. But, lucky for you, there's Delaire Auto Body and Service Center, a family-owned business serving Northeast Philadelphia for over 40 years. They can handle all your automotive needs from state inspection to collision repair and insurance claims. Their friendly team is always available to assist you. All you need to do is reach out to them at 215-632-4780 or delaire.auto@verizon.net.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from Walt Snyder Stadium. And as you see on your screen right now, Council Rock North, unspoken in this PIAA league, they have been extremely good in their last 6 seasons. Like you said, they're off to a 6-4 start with 5 straight winning seasons. Last year, their first year since 2018 without 10 or more wins. So this is a crew that is, as it says, no stranger to the spotlight. They are used to being in these big games late in the season. And they started off very good in this game, but tailed off towards the end with back-to-back North Penn goals to end it. North Penn going to win the face-off here, looking to take their first lead. So we begin the second quarter. It was a very quiet end of the quarter as there was the spurts of goals for each side, and then it was a defensive, mainly on North side. North Penn dominated possession for a while, but no one could get one past the goalkeeper. This one, a centering pass. He's got room. He rips it, and a great save. It bounces up and over the net, and that is a big one. Harrison, there was a lot of power behind that shot. That is a great save.
Yeah.
Made it look easy out there. Now they're looking to try it all over again. Makes a move. He's got some room behind the net. This one back out to the center. North doing a good job putting pressure on him. This pass is bobbled. North trying to get this ball back, and it's going to kick right out to Liam Dudley. So good defense from Council Rock North. And Dudley's going to lose his footing here. Somehow still has the ball. The stick handling skills from Dudley. We've got a whistle. And I believe this is a timeout. I would have to imagine Council Rock North since they were in possession. So we will step away for a quick word from one of our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Walt Snyder Stadium as we wrap up this timeout. It was Liam Dudley somehow. We believe it is Liam Dudley. Like I said, there are 251s. So they are both going to be referred to as Liam Dudley, so he wins either way. But incredible job just to hold that ball on his stick, which gave North time to take that timeout as they look to take the lead back. Like you mentioned, they jumped out to the 2-0 lead. Then North Penn responded pretty quickly with back-to-back goals of their own, and then it was a defensive battle for the better half of the last 5 minutes of the opening quarter. So he ripped this into the offensive zone. It'll be their first possession of the quarter. And they send it to Ben Wellwood behind the net. Such a hard guy to defend. We have not seen Jake Wellwood. I believe he may be out of this game because of that. Harrison, you alluded to me before the game that there were some injuries on the north side. I'm not sure if Jake Wellwood is injured or just not available.
Yeah, I don't think he was injured, but
I have to imagine he is not able to play for this game because we have not seen him so far.
Yeah.
Obviously, he is an incredible talent. So it'll be a test of the depth for this Indians roster. Test of attrition as well. Like we said, no practice in a week. They played well last time. We'll get a whistle here, and it's going to go North Penn's way, something they didn't like on the screen. And thank you to Dress to the Nines Consign, located at 9 North State Street. It's your place for the best resale clothing in Newtown, PA. Reach out to them through Instagram or show up in person. It is the best place to get your summer clothing as it, especially now, starts to get hot. It's the first day of May, being tomorrow. North Penn, that one flipped. Good defense. They tried to get that quick shot off. He's got 4 followers after him. Somehow still has this. Now it finally gets poked free. It's a scramble. Scramble was the word I was looking for earlier. Scramble for the ball.
There you go.
Only took me a quarter. But it's back out to the Indians. The offense has been quiet. It was quiet for the 7 or so minutes to end the first after their first 2 goals. Like we said, we've seen Chase Klein with Jake Wellwood, presumably not able to play today. He's done a lot more of the ball handling. As has that man right there, Billy McBride, as he flips it to the far side. North looking to get the first goal here in the second quarter. Klein makes a move. He's got some space. Can he get the shot off? Yes. No. He's going to flip it to Ben Wellwood behind the net. Wellwood moving quick. Circling behind the net. Now he sends it to the outside. Fires a shot and a great save. Billy McBride was looking to make his mark on this game. It was good offense but better defense. This pass to nobody. So North, if they can get this out, they're going to be gifted with a free possession here. They've got another whistle. And it is a timeout North Penn, and they are not happy. Well, I believe not timeout North Penn. They're giving the ball to North Penn. And I am just as confused as they are. That is a great play on defense, however.
I don't know if there was even any penalty there.
Obviously, no challenges.
Only thing I can think of is a little mouthing, but
I feel like that have to be it.
yeah. I mean, it was
As
a clean
we know,
pickup and everything.
It's a very passionate group. And there's a big hit, and there's maybe the mouthing we were talking about. You can tell this game emotional already. They are not happy with that call. And like we said, this game is so important to each of these teams for their playoff hopes. And any home playoff games for these teams, we should be able to broadcast. Like you mentioned, we just don't know the schedule yet. Hoping to at least get one in. But to get there, they got to win today. Still no goals in this quarter. It's been a good about 8 minutes of game time since there's been one. Ben Wellwood trying to change that, but he loses possession. He knocks the man to the ground from behind, and that'll be a flag. And
timeout.
Just a
Or not.
passionate start, I'll say, to this game.
Yeah.
So we get a quick word from one of our sponsors.
Alternate Dimension Toys, a Comic-Con and a store. Stop by either our Newtown or Oxford Valley Mall location for the newest pop culture collectibles. More Funko Pops, Pokemon cards, and action figures here than in any galaxy far, far away.
Thank you to Alternate Dimension Toys. Obviously, a very physical start to the game. We're going to step away real quick. We'll be right back with the second quarter. We are back here from Walt Snyder Stadium. Some discussion going along both sidelines and the referees as well. But the ball with the Knights now as we resume play. Once again, like I said, they're trying to take their first lead. They've been playing from behind for the beginning of the game, and it has been a Very tight contest since then. Here's the centering pass. A great save in front. Don't know how he did it. He just couldn't quite get the ball low enough. Now it kicks back out to the Knights. This shot, another great save. Put that one on the highlight reel. I mean, he's diving here onto the North Penn sideline. But that is just two phenomenal saves there. But he might have to make another one here. That is number 20 in the net, Jason Boyd. I mean, Harrison, that is beautiful.
Yeah. His return after about a week and a half.
Right.
Finally.
I mean, right out in front. Nonetheless, though, still with North Penn. He makes a move. This centering pass, he just couldn't quite grab it. And Boyd goes flying. He had to get that shot off quicker than he clearly wanted to. But that has been the memo for North Penn's offense. They're just trying to get it right across the middle. He's moving across the front. He's got the shot, and he gets it. And this possession all about ball movement and getting this one where it needs to be for the Knights, and they take their first lead of the game with 3 consecutive goals. And Jason Boyd, not much more he could have done. He made some incredible saves, but they just couldn't quite clear it. So North going to have to find something in themselves here, as it has been a rough, about 10-minute stretch of game time. So we hit the halfway mark in the second quarter, 6:09 on the clock. They're going to need a win on this face-off, and they might have it, and for the moment they do. Can't waste this possession. They need a spark on the offensive end. Salvucci trying to give it to him. He waits for his reinforcements. Thought about ripping the shot off. That is Chase Klein. Now he makes his move. Makes a nice juke. He's got some space. Can he get the shot off? He can, but it's just wide. It'll stay with North, so they finally are going to get one of their more sustained possessions of this game since their opening fireworks. Taking it behind the net. See if he just tries to do it himself. He does. Centering pass doesn't get there. But this one bobbled. It'll kick back out to the Indians at the moment. They're fighting for it along the far side 40-yard line. Klein's in the middle of it. It's for the moment with North Penn, and they're going to get away with it. Bodies flying. North Penn's got a fast break. See if he can get the shot off. Moves to the middle. He takes the... Oh, it's blocked. What a play on the defensive end. And this one bobbled again. Dangerous ball. Fighting for it. North Penn appears to have it. We get a whistle, and it's timeout North Penn.
Pure
so
chaos.
Some scrappy play. So North Penn, when we're back from this timeout, going to have another possession to work with. We'll be right back here from Walt Snyder Stadium. Welcome to Walt Snyder Stadium, everybody. We've got a timeout here from North Penn after they somehow came away with possession on what was a chaotic sequence. We thank everyone for joining us, making us part of your evening here on the Rally Sports Network. We've had a good game so far. It's been a lower scoring affair than we're used to with Council Rock North. But after the fireworks early, like we said, it has been a defensive war, really, with North Penn the only goal in this quarter. They've had the last 3. This game is so important for each of these teams. Council Rock North, like we said, for their playoff hopes, you're hoping for at least 3 of 4 wins on this 4-game home stretch. And for North Penn, they're or 2-4 in their last 6, looking to make the playoffs for what would be the first time in a long time for the Knights. So I don't know if you caught that, but our cameraman reminding us that pollen is in the air. Stay safe, everybody. North Penn with another possession. They are very methodical when they have the ball. And the limited offense they've had has been enough. This one a centering pass, and it just couldn't quite stop himself soon enough. But they love to just sneak guys behind the North defense. It's been working to, well, frankly, enough success. They've got the lead. And now North taking it up. This ball poked away. We've seen plenty of that in this game. And now that pass can't make it there. Got a whistle on the field. I think that's going to be a timeout, Council Rock North. So each of these teams burning through their timeouts. So we'll get a couple of ad reads here.
Wrightstown Health and Fitness prides itself on listening to your health goals and concerns because you know your body best. We offer personal training, massage therapy, facials, yoga, and mat Pilates classes. What's more, we work alongside an alliance of other health and wellness providers that include nutrition counseling, chiropractic, physical therapy, acupuncture, aesthetics, and so much more. Stop in or visit wrightstownhealthandfitness.com to learn how we can fit into your lifestyle today. Del Air Auto Body and Service Center, a family-owned business serving Northeast Philadelphia for 40 years. They can handle your automotive needs from state inspection to collision repair and insurance claims. Their friendly team is always available to assist you. Reach out to them at 215-632-4780 or delair.auto@verizon.net.
Again, thank you so much to all the sponsors for making these possible. We've had such a fun time as our cameraman fumbles a water bottle. Not quite sure where it went.
No.
Similar to many of the possessions on this game. Is it in the trash can?
No,
Oh, it's next to the trash can. Of course, we couldn't make the shot.
Yeah, no.
But like you said, we've had such a fun time across this first season for spring sports in the Rally Sports Network. And like we said, we got a good one today as North trying to tie this one up. A nice spin move from Dudley. He ripped the shot, and it's a good save. And Harrison, North has just not been able to get any shots up close as of late.
No, I mean, this is good defense from North Penn, at least. Trying to just keeping them away, because those close shots will be the death of you.
Now that I'm thinking about it, North Penn, other than Council Rock North, obviously, since we've been staying with them the whole year, other than North and Pennsbury, who's the two schools that we've individually covered, North Penn might be the most frequent, I guess, opponent or contributor to the Rally Sports Network. We did a lot of their hockey games. So now that I'm thinking about it, they've got to be. But they're trying to make it a 4-2 game here. He gets the shot off, and it's just too high on the second bounce. And God knows what the schedule was a year and a half ago. I'm not even going to act like I remember. Still got possession. Nice spin move. Gets his defender on his heels. Another nice move. Looking for anyone he can find. This centering pass just under the man's stick. So that was a very rushed pass as there was defenders closing in from all sides. North trying to break this up, get a possession. They have not had a goal in over I believe about a quarter and a half of game time, so just about 18 minutes, which is very uncharacteristic. North Penn, this ball pops up in the air. North didn't see it for a while. Whistles from the referees, they're going to give it to the Indians. He's now taking it up, trying to get the offense rolling. A big hit. Still has the ball. Now he falls to his knees, and we're going to get a flag out on this one. The first one that's going against North Penn today. Plenty of physical play in this one. As each team sets up their offense and defense, letting a lot of guys on and off the field. So to Chase Klein to open up this possession for North. Harrison, we've seen him have the ball a lot. He hasn't been able to show it off on the score sheet yet, and correction, this will not be Chase Klein. But regardless, he's been a big part of this offense, hasn't gotten that goal yet. It'll be James Reynolds And he'll just give it right to Klein. Klein thinks about shooting, decides against it. Now it's Schaefer. Klein over to Reynolds. Reynolds to the near side. Back over to Reynolds. He wasn't expecting it. They haven't been able to move up too far. Now Schaefer. Back over to Klein. Playing pass in the backyard. Now Klein turns on the Jets. He's got the shot if he wants it. He rips it, and it's just high. That has been a common sight today, Harrison. I mean, I don't want to say it's the heat, but I feel like there's got to be some other factor. I mean, we have seen more shots above the net from each side than I feel like we usually do. I'll let you get your point in just a second as North trying to get the shot off. Reynolds thinks about it, passes it over, and it's end up just kicking back out. Or maybe he takes the shot, Dudley rips it, and it's right into the netting, if it ever even got there. I'm not quite sure it did. But now North Penn wasting no time. He's got a lot of room to work with. He fires the shot, and it's too high. Off the second bounce that time. But yeah, Harrison, like I was trying to let you build off my point there, we've seen a lot of shots over the net today.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know if it's the heat or what, but most of these have been going over when they should have been going a little more down.
I mean, this is the rust we were expecting to see from Council Rock North the other day, but North Penn, I'm not quite sure what the reason could be. It's been a mixture of some offensive mistakes, but also some great defense and goaltending for sure. As we enter final minute and a half of this quarter of this half. Two's got it with a running start. He'll take it behind the net. Who we can only assume is Liam Dudley is on him. Now he's making some moves, looking for a guy across the middle. This pass, he's got some space. He rips the shot, and he's got it. That's now 4-2 North Penn Knights with their fourth consecutive goal. And it is just too easy. Their defense has been dominant. Their offense lethal when it needs to be. But North Penn has a firm grasp on this game as we are in the final minute of the half. Council Rock North, a offensive drought. We have not seen either. We did not see Jake Wellwood at all today. Ben Wellwood has not played since about the 8-minute mark.
I believe he might have been injured.
Don't want to make any assumptions, but that is definitely a possibility. So North going to have to rely on some of the names we usually wouldn't see. Here's McBride. Trying to charge towards the middle. It doesn't work out for him. Looking for anything. Now he gets a screen. Goes near side. And again, nothing doing. Makes a spin. Two North Penn defenders on him. This pass over his head. And North Penn's defense has been exceptional. And they might turn defense into offense here. They've got the fast break. Can he get the shot off the centering pass? Couldn't connect. And that is a lucky break for Council Rock North there, Harrison.
Whew.
This shot just heaved. This pass, rather. As we run out of time here in the first half. It has been all North Penn for the better half of the last 18 minutes of game time. We'll get a couple words from our sponsors as we step away for the second half.
Alternate Dimension Toys, a Comic-Con in a store. Stop by either our Newtown or Oxford Valley Mall location for the newest pop culture collectibles. More Funko Pops, Pokemon cards, and action figures here than in any galaxy far, far away. Wrightstown Health and Fitness prides itself on listening to your health goals and concerns because you know your body best. We offer personal training, massage therapy, facials, yoga, and mat Pilates classes. What's more, we work alongside an alliance of other health and wellness providers that include nutrition counseling, chiropractic, physical therapy, acupuncture, aesthetics, and so much more. Stop in or visit wrightstownhealthandfitness.com to learn how we can fit into your lifestyle today. Delaire Auto Body and Service Center, a family-owned business serving Northeast Philadelphia for 40 years. They can handle your automotive needs from state inspection to collision repair and insurance claims. Their friendly team is always available to assist you. Reach out to them at 215-632-4780 or delaire.auto@verizon.net.
At Dress to the Nines, you can get wonderful bags like these in the spring.
Here at Dress to the Nines Consign, you can get wonderful shoes like Jimmy Choo, London, Elegant. I might wear it myself.
As the president of the freshman class of Council Rock North, this is the best resale clothing you can get in Newtown.
Come down to Dress the Nines.
As the freshman president of the... No, why am I... As the president...
Driving a car is all fun and games until your car breaks down. But lucky for you, there's Delaire Auto Body and Service Center, a family-owned business serving Northeast Philadelphia for over 40 years. They can handle all your automotive needs from state inspection to collision repair and insurance claims. Their friendly team is always available to assist you. All you need to do is reach out to them at 215-632-4780 or delaire.auto@verizon.net.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the, I'm sure, long-awaited halftime show after the other days. I keep saying yesterday's. After the antics from there in Harrison. To follow up with that, I have, if we could pick 10 people out of the 100 to fight said gorilla, I have my 10. So, number 1 is Aaron Donald. Self-explanatory. Physical freak. Number 2 is John Jones. Once again, I feel like it speaks for itself. Number 3 is a guy named Alexander, I believe, Usyk, who is the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world as of the moment. Number 4 is Tyson Fury. Now, here's where things get a little bit unconventional. Number 5 is DK Metcalf, the Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver. Number 6 is Jalen Carter.
Jalen Carter.
I feel like, listen, we need a big guy, Jalen Carter, baby Rhino. Number 7, I think a guy who I've not seen enough on people's lists is Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then we have Trent Williams, the left tackle for the 49ers. Then we have the world's strongest man, Tom Stoltman. And then rounding it out at number 10 is Islam, I believe it's Makhachev, who is a UFC fighter. I think you give me those 10 guys, and 90 for sure that's a win. But I still stand pat. We're not going to do this all over again. I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing us as is. But Harrison, it has been such a weird look for Council Rock North after 2 straight goals to start it. A little bit shorthanded, like we said. Their offense for, I believe, just over 18 minutes of game time has not scored.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, they're just really, all these shots are going above the net, as you mentioned earlier. They haven't really been able to pick up a lot of ground balls that I've seen. They've lost a lot of them.
Possession has certainly been an issue, as North Penn has done a great job poking that ball free. Jake Wellwood never entered the game. We're assuming for one reason or another he is not available to play tonight. And Ben Wellwood, after taking a hit, more so delivering one and then taking a hit, has not returned to the game since. So the main ball carriers for Council Rock North has been essentially committee between Chase Klein, Ryan Schaefer, Liam Dudley, and Billy McBride, who, to limited success, obviously the 2 goals, it has been a long time since they found the back of the net. Harrison, is there anything in particular you'd like to see them change up, or it has just been basically a combination of things?
I mean, I might be a little biased here, but I wouldn't mind seeing a little play from my brother in there.
Hayden Eshelman?
Yeah.
We'll see
Number
if we
15.
Number 15. Well, look out for number 15. Hayden Eshelman. But We'll step away. 4 minutes left to go here from the intermission. It is North Penn 2, Council Rock North, or North Penn 4, Council Rock North 2, when we're back for the second half.
At Dress to the Nines, you can get wonderful bag like these in the spring.
Here at Dress to the Nines Consign, you can get wonderful shoes like Jimmy Choo, London, Elegant. I might wear it myself.
As the president of the freshman class of Council Rock North, this is the best resale clothing you can get in Newtown.
Come down to Dress the Nines.
As the freshman president of the... No, why am I... As the president...
Driving a car is all fun and games until your car breaks down. But lucky for you, there's Delaire Auto Body and Service Center, a family-owned business serving Northeast Philadelphia for over 40 years. They can handle all your automotive needs from state inspection to collision repair and insurance claims. Their friendly team is always available to assist you. All you need to do is reach out to them at 215-632-4780 or delaire.auto@verizon.net.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Walt Snyder Stadium. We are ready for the second half of action here. North Penn, the last 4 goals of the half after Council Rock North started the game with 2 quick ones in what was about the first 3.5 minutes. They have not scored since. They'll be given the possession here on this faceoff. And Harrison, we talked about a little bit over half. They need to change a lot for this offense to get going.
Yeah, they just got to get these shots down, I think. And I guess keep possession, but that's always going to be.
Maybe the man they need, as you said, is on the sideline. Hayden Eshelman, waiting in the, what would it be?
That's not him, is it?
Is that Hayden? No. We're getting too hyped.
What number is that?
I don't think that's 15. I think that's 40. Oh, that's 50.
Oh, okay.
Chase Klein with the behind the net, a position we haven't seen him in too often, as North frantically running a few guys on and off. Trying to find some room. There's just not been much space, really, for North. Here he is moving across the middle. See if he takes the shot. He does, but it's stopped pretty easily, and he takes a hard fall. He's back up. Some great defense and goaltending. I think it's something we haven't talked about enough here for North Penn. Their goaltender and defense has been exceptional, but this is a dangerous ball. North's going to let it go. They'll get the possession. They needed a break like that. Ryan Schaefer with it. He's got room to work with. North Penn has the numbers for the moment as the reinforcements arrive. Starting to feel bad for our cameraman. I don't know if it's coming over the air. He has sneezed at least 6 times. Someone get that man a Zyrtec. No, I didn't know you could only take 1 Zyrtec every 24 hours. He did it again. I didn't know you could only take 1 Zyrtec every 24 hours, so I took 4 over the weekend and was just seeing stars. My mom was like, let's check your blood pressure. I can't read that little pulse ox, but it was not good. Chase Klein looking to put North on the board. Dudley's got it. Stumbling, he takes the shot. And that one never got there. There is a flag out. I believe this is on the Knights. My thing is with the Zyrtec, though, for me, I don't know about you, Harrison, it just doesn't do that much, so I assumed it's a weak pill. I can do what I want here. No.
I don't think I've ever had Zyrtec. I mean, I usually just stick to Sudafed and Benadryl.
See, Sudafed is locked in my parents' room. That is the restricted medicine. They actually debated taking away the Zyrtec after that, which I wouldn't blame them.
Yeah, I don't know if you would do too well with Sudafed. You'd probably take 4, and your heart rate would be like 180.
If I miss a broadcast, it is probably Zyrtec related.
Blame the Zyrtec.
This one back out to Klein at the 30-yard line. Now behind the net. We've seen a lot of faces behind the net ever since Ben Wellwood's departure from this game. This one out to Klein. He's got the shot. He takes it, and once again, it's wide left. It has been a rough day for him on the shooting side of things. See, Harrison, I don't know if this has ever happened to you. I'm assuming not based off the beginning of this conversation. But there was one time. I'm assuming I was just late at night. Oh, here's Schaefer. Never mind. This is a dangerous little sequence there. But regardless, watching television with my father late at night. And I'm like, I'm going to take a melatonin. Let's call this. I remember going over to the cabinet 3 or 4 times. But every time I didn't know if I had already taken it. So I end up just I either took 0 or about 4 or 5. I slept fine either way. Moral of the story
think
is
your parents might just need to take away the medicine.
no. Moral of the story is let's hope broadcasting works out because Doctor, it won't. This one buried in the back of the net. What a shot off balance, and it's 5-2 Knights. They don't need melatonin to put them to sleep. They are dominating in this one. But up in the air, he lands the shot. An impressive possession in Council Rock North. They need to dig deep here. This has been a brutal, about 20 minutes stretch of game time for them. Harrison, what's the number of the guy at the far side 50? Or is that Evan Salvucci?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah, I believe that is Evan Salvucci. We're back to action here. They're fighting for the face-off in the middle of the field. We've seen plenty of these scrums. And North Penn comes away with it. They've got full head of steam moving down. Looking for goal number 6. He just takes it himself. And this save looked like it might have came out for just a moment, but he retains possession nonetheless. North Penn's going to get it back here. There's not been much offense in this game at all. I mean, not to state the obvious, but especially from Council Rock North in the last 20-ish minutes of game time. North Penn taking it behind the net. 7 minutes and 46 seconds left here in the third quarter. Looking for the goal at number 6. Here's a nice spin move. He gets his defender off balance. This pass to the outside, the shot, and it's a good save. Got his defender off balance, found the open man. He got the open shot, but just couldn't quite put it where it needs to be, and a good save to boot. This just heaved. Once again, the goalie playing very far outside. This one he flings down the field. He finds his man. Can the goalie net himself an assist? I believe that pass might have taken him out of the running for it. That one definitely has, but that was a great pass there from the goalie. Here's another nice spin move. He's got some space. He goes to his knees. There's going to be a penalty on that one. That is as clear as it gets. I mean, Harrison, how about the cross-field pass from the goaltender there?
Yeah, I mean, that was, I guess, risky, but, I mean, it worked out.
We've seen him play like that a couple times.
Yeah, I don't know if standing outside the goal is ever the move, but I don't know. It seems to be working for him.
I say it's what works, works. It appears to be working for them to this point. Fan in the stands reminding them that they have too many men on the field. Really great assist there from the fan in the stands. To his credit, he saw that before the players and the coaches did. Regardless, it's back to Knights ball. This one a centering pass. He's got it. Couldn't quite retain it in time. Now this one back to the outside. Thinks about shooting. Centers this one. Now back up close. Centering pass. He overran it, but it'll kick back out to the Knights. Try to find anyone. Sends this back out to one. Now once again to the near side. Flips this back out. Thinks about shooting. Flips this back out again. The passing quick and direct, which is exactly what you look for. They're trying to make any open space they can. North doing a good job just hanging in there with them. Thinks about he might have had 13 who had a little bit of space. Didn't see him. He's got a lot of space. They're letting him. Still not a single shot on this possession. A lot of dangerous opportunities. This one across the middle. The shot. No good. Couldn't quite put it on there. And they're going to give this to North. North Penn not happy with it. And you know what? I don't usually do this, but my father is going to make a bit of an appearance on the broadcast with a text he sent to me at 6:28. Text from my dad. What if the gorilla took 4 melatonin, ... with no further explanation, so.
I think the 100 guys would probably win that.
Yeah,
if I had to guess.
I love you, Dad. I don't think it would matter. I feel like, I don't know, have they tested that? Regardless, Evan Salvucci trying to put North back on the board. Just get texting back, great point. Sure he just got home from work. So shout out to my dad, Mr. Whitney. Hey, we shouted at your mom.
I know. No, I know.
Evan Salvucci rips that shot. He's got the rebound. Can he get it on the second try? He misses. It kicks out back to North. A third shot. And he just can't quite put it where it needs to be. So the only one of those 3 shots to actually get on goal was Salvucci's first. The next 2 being off-balance shots he just couldn't quite land. So now North Penn. Some hooting and hollering from the stands. This is a fun crowd, I won't lie.
There's a lot of hooting and hollering from the stands.
I'm not quite sure how far of a drive it would be from North Penn High School.
Gonna be honest with you, I have no idea where North Penn
Off
High
the
School
top of my
is.
head, I don't think it's. I feel like it's like 20-ish minutes. Oh.
Couldn't tell you.
Let's find this out. It's North Penn looking to make it 6-2. I should know this. My nephew actually goes to North Penn High School. It is 20 miles away. So shout out. It is a 50-minute drive. Shout out to the Knights faithful. It sees a shot across the middle. He just can't quite put it on the target. But shout out to the Knights faithful. That is something. I mean, for how well this team was playing, like we said, it's the first time this team has been as good as they are in a good minute.
Yeah.
Salvucci playing good defense. He makes his move across the middle. That centering pass, don't think really anyone ever saw it. Now this one bobbled behind the net. North knows they need this ball back. Oh, God, I have another text from my dad. Just one moment, Dad. This is a dangerous ball. Being fought for by North Penn. Now he's got it. Moving towards the middle. Not quite sure how he couldn't land that one. My dad said, I'm thinking this can get it done, ... You know, Dad, I do love you. I believe it would take more than 4 melatonin to subdue a gorilla.
Yeah.
I think they have actually tranquilizers for that. My cameraman is looking at me like I am insane. I'd like to clarify this was my father. I don't know if that makes him much better.
So your
He's a
father's
mem-
insane, is what you're saying.
I did not say that. Don't put words into my mouth. Regardless, 3 minutes left in this quarter. North Penn looking to get goal number 6. He turns on the Jets here. He's got a little bit of room, and he'll backtrack to the 20. Now he turns on the Jets again. Flip out towards the middle. See if he can get the shot off. He somehow maintains possession of the ball, but that shot just a little bit to the right side. It'll stay with North Penn. And at bare minimum, they're just chewing the clock. Here's a nice pass. He couldn't quite corral it. So it'll kick out to North. And here's some bodies going flying. A fan could not believe it.
Shocked.
To me, it just seemed like their legs got tangled. But the flag is out. I think... I honestly have no idea. I'm not even going to lie.
Yeah.
To me, it just looked like their legs got tangled. They were running very close.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
We'll get a word from one of our sponsors. My mom has also told me that she has advised my dad to stop texting me, and he's already broken that rule. Regardless, we get a word from one of our sponsors.
Right Sound Health and Fitness prides itself on listening to your health goals and concerns because you know your body best. We offer personal training, massage therapy, facials, yoga, and mat Pilates classes. What's more, we work alongside an alliance of other health and wellness providers that include nutrition counseling, chiropractic, physical therapy, acupuncture, aesthetics, and so much more. Stop in or visit wrightstownandhealthandfitness.com to learn how we can fit into your lifestyle today.
North trying to get a shot off. This one towards the middle. That shot, I mean, that would have been quite the goal. He jumped up in the air, spun around, couldn't quite put that one where it needed to be. And it's going to go to North Penn, believe. Oh, no, correction. Staying with Council Rock North. They are in desperate need of a spark. There's no goaltender in the net. This is a dangerous opportunity, and they didn't get a shot off. Centering pass is intercepted. And why not lower the shoulder at this point? I mean, everything, pretty much everything but that has happened. All we're waiting for is a three-pointer for the amount of, I guess, just wild things that have happened in this game. But you can, Harrison, I feel like you could tell just the frustrations building for the Indians, and fast.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, that's what happens with this team is they start to get a little emotional if they're down by a good bit. It's hard for them to get a comeback, but it is always possible with them. You never know.
You know, we saw a similar trend against Pennsbury, but in all fairness, that is also a trend just with Pennsbury sports in common. They are fun to watch in that aspect. I mean, that is a prideful school. Splits two North defenders, but they're going to send this one back out. Less than a minute to go here in the third. Just one goal from North Penn. He's got the shot. He takes it, and that is right dead center of the goalie's net. And we've got a whistle. I think the refs are just sorting something out. But for North Penn, like you said, they're trying to separate each of these teams. They're trying to separate themselves from the pack. North Penn, a win would get them up to 8-5 if the score holds. Obviously, the difference between 8-5 and 7-6, especially when the competition, or the selection committee rather, will be looking at their records on Saturday. that difference in records will play a big factor. Same thing with Council Rock North, the difference between 6-5 and 7-4. So with that first meeting on Saturday, this game is maybe a lot more important than the players know. I don't know how much they keep up with the official guidelines for the league. Wouldn't imagine, obviously, you just play winning lacrosse, things will work out, and North Penn has to this point. 30 seconds left. They want to get the last shot. This centering pass, he's right there, couldn't put it in. I mean, he was maybe a foot outside the net. If that, just could not get it in there. North Penn still with the ball, 13 seconds to go. They're going to get the last shot if they want it, and it doesn't look like they do. And he's just essentially just going to take a knee here. So that is the score here for the third quarter. It is North Penn 5, Council Rock North 2. We will be right back for the fourth and final quarter of action after these words from our sponsors. Like, who are you? We are back here for the fourth and final quarter of play. North Penn starting with the possession. Only 7 goals scored through 3 quarters. They're looking to make it 8. This shot, and they do, wasting absolutely no time. And they kick this lead up to 4. And the body language on the Indians really says it all. It is a hot day, and it has been a brutal day. I mean, Harrison, I feel like we haven't seen something like this in a while, where Council Rock North, after starting off so well, have not scored since the opening 4 minutes of the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's unlike them.
Extremely. I would think the most interesting part to me has been, it's partially been a lack of shots, but that's been an issue for both of these sides, as you can take a look at the scoreboard and figure that out for yourself. But the shots that North has gotten, they've just missed. I mean, it's as simple as that. I mean, there's been some good shots. Obviously, not all shots are great shots, but they've had some really good opportunities that they just haven't been able to capitalize on. And it's from names that usually don't make that mistake. So just all around an off day. Dudley trying to light a spark on the team. This one, good save. He bounces it back up to himself. But that one, to me, is just not the shot I'd like to see them taking. I know it feels like they're down than more than they are. I mean, I want to see them take better shots. This might be a good one from North Penn. He flips it behind the net. Good pressure from North to just not let him get that shot off. This one is centering pass. No one's near him, and he's got it. It's just too easy. North just couldn't find him. And Harrison, that is just something that can't happen. I mean, no one was near him.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a defensive error. They just got to keep a man on everybody, especially when they're not even a man down.
Exactly. I mean, it just seems like someone, be it a my best guess would be that this has been a communication error for the game with a lot of the veterans out. Because that is just something that you don't see. And like we said, a lot of veterans, both in like actual like juniors and seniors and just experienced and talented players, are not playing today for North. I'd have to imagine that's just a communication error, and not just that one specifically, just across this game. They're going to give this one to Council Rock North, and it feels like they're down by much more than they are. It's, I say, only a 5-point game. That's a substantial deficit, but with 10 minutes and 53 seconds left, there's certainly enough time for them to make this a game again. Like I said, there's so much importance riding on this one. You'd like to see a sign of life, really. I mean, they have been essentially doing what Holy Ghost did the other day. Start off hot and then disappear. Taking this, Klein wants the shot. He gets the shot, and he scores. What a shot. Chase Klein reminding the world exactly what he can do. And it is now 7-3. Correction, that was Ryan Schaefer, the 8 and 9 difference, tripping me up there. But just as I say this North team needs a spark, Ryan Schaefer provides it. A beautiful shot. So now 7-3. North with their first goal since about this time in the first quarter. It has been that long. It feels like it's been a long game as a whole. I'll check the run time here. No, just about average. It's been the slower paced game, some great defense. This one, he's got the net all to himself. He gets the shot off, and he just can't quite get it. The bounce doesn't go North Penn's way. And Harrison, I feel like we've seen plenty of shots like that to the point where North is maybe lucky this is only a 7-3 game.
Yeah, I mean, they're just lucky that they're playing slow like this.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're still in this one, especially with that goal from Schaefer. Moving up towards the front, can't find anything, but this is where North Penn can really seal this game. They've been great at just sustaining possessions all day long. A goal would be nice, too. Can he get the shot off? He does, but it's wide left. Lost his footing there. Pops right back up. You know, he's just upset with himself. Should have had that one. Might have another chance. Like we said, it does stay with North Penn. Now under 10 minutes to go in the quarter, in the game. So North needing a light a comeback here, and this might help start it. A turnover, and he just flipped that one up in the air. And it'll kick back out to the Knights. Just a bit of an unfortunate hop there. Now he's got the net all to himself, and he scores! Through the legs of the goalie, Jason Boyd. And as quick as the comeback began, it ended for Council Rock North, as North Penn takes that goal right back. And Harrison, just a great shot from number 13, I believe it was, for North Penn. Not much Boyd could have done, and he put that right where it needed to be.
Yeah, right between his legs. Another common theme I've been seeing, not to call anybody out, but number 14 out there, not going to bother saying his name, but seems to throw the ball in the air a lot. I don't know if that's just a little panicky thing, but
Could it be also the sun, I can imagine, just right in your eyes when you look up, especially since North is now on that side defensively. That could be a factor, I assume. Because for North Penn, they're playing defense on the right side, where some would still play a factor, but I believe it'd be less so. Maybe that's not true. No, I'm right. I know what I'm talking about. But North Penn bleeding the clock. Now under 9 minutes to go. They began this possession at the 10.5-minute mark. They've already scored once. Guess that would technically count as separate possessions, but don't ask questions. And think we have a timeout. It was signaled towards the Council Rock North side. So I believe this is a timeout, Indians. We'll be right back after a word from one of our sponsors when this timeout's over. Welcome back here from Walt Snyder Stadium. The Indians burning their first time out of the half. We saw each team use plenty of their timeouts back in the first half of play, specifically that first quarter. But the lack of stoppages in this one, just due to the only 11 goals scored, has caused this to be I believe, a very quick game. As I checked the total runtime for the broadcast, we're just at an hour and 25 minutes. Feels quick. Maybe it's completely average. Regardless, this centering pass deflected. So Boyd's got it. Still plenty of time. It is only a 5-goal game. You've got 8.5 minutes to change that. But you just need something. I mean, that has been what they've been
Hail
missing.
Mary.
This pass. Bit of a lollipop, and he couldn't get it. Would have had a very wide open net. This one goes back up in the air and somehow kicks out to Schaefer, who's being harassed by the Knights. He somehow still has the ball. Flag finally flies. I mean, that is just not something you see every day. An impressive job to just...
Yeah, surprised me to hold on to that.
The flag did not come out for a while. To me, it looked like it should have and maybe... or could have and maybe should have came out sooner, but regardless, they get the man advantage here, and that is something they desperately need. So each team getting prepared. North Penn's defense has been exceptional. North's goal in this quarter was their first in just about 3 quarters worth of game time. Thinks about taking the shot, flips it back out. Back to him. And he loses it. That is a costly mistake there by number 22, James Reynolds. Just had it poked free, and now North Penn with another fast break opportunity. Centering pass, and that one was never going to work out. Some good forechecking from North Penn. But, oh, maybe it will matter. He couldn't corral the pass. And it's Knight's ball, and that is another costly mistake from Kirkin Apajan. Just can't have that happen. Taking it behind the net, just getting his steps in. 2 defenders on him. They know they need this ball. Flag flies. Believe that is on number 18, whose name we do not have. Something on the poke the referee didn't like, I assume. So North Penn going to have some time here. The delayed penalty. They're running some guys on and off. North tries to get that ball. It's a big swing there from James Reynolds. And we get a whistle. I think the signal is timeout North Penn, I believe. No, I'm incorrect. We're just running some guys on and off. So I think that flag will give North Penn a man advantage for the moment. So Council Rock North, that is, when they've needed the ball the most, trying to spark a comeback here in the fourth quarter. It has, again, been the same script. It is all North Penn in terms of possession. I mean, they really don't even need to score. They just need to play keep away. This pass through his stick. Maybe you want to like to see a bit more aggression from North. They're just taking their time. Flings this one towards the net. The shot. What a save. Flag flies. Not quite sure on what. Harrison, I don't know if you saw. I'm not really sure what the flag was on there.
Yeah, me neither.
But North Penn trying to take advantage of the delayed penalty. The centering pass, the shot, and that one is just too easy. See, I'm not quite sure. The indication is that is on the Indians, which would give them 2 men in the penalty minutes. And yeah, they're going to only have 4 guys on the field here, which is just exactly what they needed down by 5. So a very dangerous opportunity here for the Knights as they look to put this one away. As they look to secure their 8th win of the season. Like we said, it's the best start. One of the best starts of the last decade of this lacrosse team. So they look to wrap things up here from Wall Snyder Stadium. Centering pass, the shot, no good. Just a little bit too far to the right. Now move across the middle. He's got another shot, and he scores! Number 9 for North Penn as they up the lead to 6. And you can just tell by the body language of Council Rock North, the score not really doing this one justice for how dominant North Penn has been in this one here, Harrison. I mean, they have just been, it's been every facet of the game, obviously specifically the defensive side.
Yeah, I mean, they've just been, North Penn has just been owning the ball.
It has been a war of attrition, and North already shorthanded just was not ready for it. There's a tripping, believe. Yes, that'll get called on the Indians, or on the Knights for the Indians. Believe the sound of that did go on the air, so pollen is in the air, like I said. Allergies have not been
You
fun.
just use like 3 tissues for that.
Get the job done. I'll repay you. I've got you covered.
The 3 cents it costs.
Got the nasal saline in my backpack once this broadcast wraps up. Believe me, a miracle spray. And unlike Zyrtec, you can just kind of use it however much you want.
Hey.
It's North Penn just playing keep away as they try to bleed out the final minutes of this game. Still a bright and sunny day. It is just great weather for lacrosse in North Penn. It's going to be a fun, and as we learned at the broadcast, a long bus ride home. I mean, for a 50-minute ride, blistering heat as 13 loses his footing here. And we are going to step away real quick here in the fourth quarter. He popped right back up to his feet, so that's always good to see. Still on the field as well. He's played a great game for the Knights, so no concerns, luckily, for him. With 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Council Rock North has not touched the ball offensively for a minute. As this pass bobbled, they've got it, and they'll send this back out to the near side. Looking for goal number 10. That pass, I believe, was deflected. And they're going to give this to, yes, they're going to give this to Council Rock North. So a very messy possession for the Indians, especially with the penalties, but I don't want to say they came out scotch-free. A lot of time was bled, and they did give up a goal. So they did not come out scotch-free. But playing for some pride here is the comeback. Not looking very likely. There's a hit that'll draw a flag. And from our angle, Harrison just looked a little bit too high towards the head and neck area.
Yeah.
So you got 3 minutes and 8 seconds, so 188 seconds to score 6 goals for the Indians. Not an easy task by any means.
Never say never.
Never say never for sure. I guess that is one of the number one rules as a commentator. Don't want to be the announcer's jinx. There's obviously so many of those coming back to bite. My personal favorite. Oh, actually, I can't remember the guy's name, so forget it. It was that Vikings shanked field goal. This pass towards the middle. The shot off the metal. It rebounds out to Klein. And that is just indicative of how this game has gone for them. Here's another centering pass, and it's over his head. It'll be played by the North Penn benches. And that is just no breaks going North's way in this game, and that is a perfect example of it. A flag flies here. I believe that is also on North. Just looks like something the referees did not like. The referees have been very involved in this one. I feel like for the games we've seen of the PIAA officiating, that's not usually the case. But this has been a rather physical matchup. There's no goaltender in the net. Boyd does get back there. And he's just presumably playing keep away. We saw them essentially just run the clock out at the end of the third quarter. See if that's just what they're trying to do here. North's got 2 defenders going at him. Already with a delayed penalty. That was a centering pass just a little bit too high. It flips back out to them. Can he get the shot off? No. And yeah, Harrison, to me, it looks at they're just trying to bleed the clock here. As 19 on North Penn definitely had the shot if he wanted it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't blame them in such a big game. Why not play it safe here towards the end? As they try to make what would be their first playoffs in a long, long time. 7 o'clock now here from Walt Snyder Stadium. Another flag is out. I think that's, yeah, that is the second, and this one, I think, is on the Knights. Referees and coaching staffs will talk this one over. We got a quick word from one of our sponsors.
Wrightstown Health and Fitness prides itself on listening to your health goals and concerns because you know your body best. We offer personal training, massage therapy, facials, yoga, and mat Pilates classes. What's more, we work alongside an alliance of other health and wellness providers that include nutrition counseling, chiropractic, physical therapy, acupuncture, aesthetics, and so much more. Stop in or visit wrightstownhealthandfitness.com to learn how we can fit into your lifestyle today.
Got a timeout on the field, so we'll step away here with less than a minute and a half to go here in the fourth quarter. Welcome back to Walt Snyder Stadium as we prepare for the final minute and a half, minute 24 to be specific. As they're just bleeding the clock. North just sending everyone at him, including the goalie there, Jason Boyd. But North Penn has shown no, want to shoot this one. They're just willing to bleed this out. I mean, you can read the body language underneath these two teams. It tells the whole story. So, looking like this score will hold. It's a big win for the North Penn Knights as they continue what has been a historic season for their lacrosse program. It bumps them up to 8-4 as they look to make a push for the PIAA playoffs and break this long-standing stretch of losing in the program. And for Council Rock North, they're now 1-1 on the home stretch, beating Holy Ghost 2 days ago and now taking a very disappointing shorthanded loss to the North Penn Knights. This one not helping their playoff odds as they drop to 6-5 after their 4-0 start to the season. It has been a chaotic year, but North Penn going to get a very big win. And what was just maybe not the most beautiful style of lacrosse, but methodical, and that's all they needed to be. And each team, I assume, just throwing in the subs. This one's over. Each of them know it. Final 21.4 seconds, excuse me. It's the final 3 minutes of this game, surely taking its time. Klein's got it. See if he even attempts a shot. Final 20 seconds. He flips this out to McBride, who bobbles it. Now when they're looking for the call, they won't get it. Schaefer. Cross to Klein. He shoots, and it's going to be an easy save. He heaves this down the length of the field. I mean, that's genuinely impressive, but that is double zeros on the clock here from Walt Snyder Stadium. A methodical and dominant win from the North Penn Knights, as we will be right back for a bit of post-game here from the Rally Sports Network. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we've got for you today from Walt Snyder Stadium. The North Penn Knights getting a controlling 9-3 win. As like we said, double zeros on the clock. It was a beautiful defensive performance, especially after those opening fireworks for Council Rock North. But to everyone who tuned in, thank you so much for making us part of your evening. I have been Ethan Whitney, joined alongside Harrison Eshelman, Ethan Livolsi fighting the pollen from behind the camera. We've had a great time. Thank you so much for listening with us, and have a great night, ladies and gentlemen.